What's going on, guys? This is TM25MD, and I have another Duelyst live for you guys today. Today we'll be playing some Vitruvian Obelisk. I know a lot of people have been running like a Mythron, like that mid-rangey style, but we're going to go a little bit faster, a little bit mid-range, but a little bit faster. Originally the deck I came up with was Mythron. Then I was like, nah, I can't really abuse Kanum Ka as well as Zirix, right? Because Zirix has his Bloodbound spell. You can, play a Dervish, play Kanum Ka, and control a little bit that way, and then play it defensively afterwards. Mythron doesn't really have that luxury, so I ended up scrapping Mythron and going to Zirix. And then I was like, I'm going to approach this the same way I did my Titan list, have that 3-4-5 combination in, Aurora, Duelyst, and Kron. So I approach the same thing here, except instead of Aurora, obviously, I'll be using Portal Guardian. And that deck went okay, but it's not something. I felt like I was still missing something. I didn't really have the firmest matchup against what's it called? Against Wander. Yeah, Portal Guardian puts in a lot of work, but if they happen to draw like a Lightbender, Ephemeral Shroud, or just like Onyx Bear Seal or anything like that, then they can get to that mid to late game, and they should do better than my list, even though my list had a fault in it, Cataclysmic Fault. They can. It is like more of like a balanced matchup, like a 50-50. Whoever pretty much draws better, which should be me because I have a more consistent deck, but it's Wander. Then I was like, you know what, we can do better. So I came up with this list. This list is a faster Obelisk list that has a little bit of late game. You notice nothing over 5 mana, right? So no 6 or more. We're very low curve, pretty much relying on our Portal Guardians and our Allomancers to take home the game, the value you can get from those guys. And if it happens to go late game, we have Nimbus for it. Very few things can deal with Nimbus, especially after we played Obelisk, Portal Guardian, and Allomancer. These cards demand resources to be removed, like hard transformation removal or Dispel to deal with them. And what does that mean? Dispel, most decks only run like 2 sources of Dispel, right? 2 cards, maybe 3. That would be like EMP, right? Not many people run 3 copies of EMP. Usually 2 is enough. If you're Titan, whatever, you'll be running some Lightbenders as well. 3 copies of Lightbenders if you really wanted that. And then most Wanderer lists usually just have 1 Shroud, 1 Lightbender, and 1 EMP. Some don't even run Shroud, to be honest. But you can definitely run it. It makes sense if you want to have more Dispel. But as I said, usually you don't see more than 3 copies of Dispel in a deck. And if I play things that demand it, then these things are late game or mid-range game is pretty much untouched. Right? Trigon Obelisk, 9 health. But what's the beauty of 9 health? You got to be very careful when giving a minion 9 health. For example, old Portal Guardian was a 3 mana minion with 9 health. It was insane, right? After a Science First Wish, it was a 110. But now they reduced it to 8, and now it's just as good as it was back then. I'll be honest with you. This thing really just does put in the work and pressure early, right? If you're going second and you play Portal Guardian First Wish turn 1, you're very far ahead in my opinion. Like 2 games that I played, going second, opening with Portal Guardian First Wish, I ended up winning by 6 mana. This thing puts on immense pressure. Insane. Same with Allomancer. You think you can just kill it right away? Think again, you have to think about the Obelisk that it can leave behind. It can pull Trigon Obelisk now, which I didn't know until recently. It can pull Trigon Obelisk, which is insane value, right? For a 4 mana minion, right? You get a Trigon Obelisk. That's 8 mana's worth of minions in 1 card. Even if you just get Ethereal or Fireblaze, that's still 6 mana worth of cards that you're able to play on 4. and this thing can move around and do it that way. So this thing can apply a lot of pressure. Star's Fury, great. A lot of people are playing a ton of minions, low curve. This can punish that. Very few people play around Star's Fury, so I think it's excellent to put in here, especially when you're running Obelisk and Fire Blaze Obelisk. You have a Fire Blaze Obelisk that sticks, your opponent decides to play a lot of minions, you punish that with Star's Fury with 3 attack. You can either kill them then in there, or you can clear their board. So I like 2 copies of Star's Fury, only 2 Santoral Reader, because I'm looking to make this a little bit faster list, right? Our draw is limited, obviously. Whispers doesn't draw a card anymore, but I feel in the games that I've tested, I really never ran out of cards. I don't look to play a whole lot every turn, right? Usually I just try and maintain tempo with just 1 card, maybe 2 cards. So yeah, that's the list. If I need Spelljammers, I can always throw it in. So yeah, let's go hop on the ladder and see how we do. So yeah, I really miss Obelisk Vitruvian. I felt like it had a pretty difficult time, but with Falcius back, yeah, you can't play it like you used to, right? You're going first, you play a minion, let's say you don't take the tile, you have to move your general to try and get some more value, and then play Falcius on 3 mana and get value that way. Now you actually have to take the tile. Like, you can play Falcius on the tile, play a Science First Wish on whatever minion you have, and get some value there. Now it's not so easy when going first or second in that regard. But Falcius is still a very powerful card. I still think that people should run at least 2 copies of it in their list. In their Vitruvian list, I like to run 2 in this one. You can easily make it 3, but we got Chunky Pampa playing Lilith. And it's interesting where he will go with this. A lot of people have been playing Maeve, Cassava, and whatnot. It's a little early for Whispers and Blood of Air. I'm going to replace that. Nimbus is fantastic against Abyssian. I'm tempted to keep both copies to see if he's playing Trial. He's not playing a Trial. This could just be a Swarm list. 6 costs 2 mana now, so I don't know if you'll run that. Cryptographer, okay. I don't think Falcius will be doing us very much this game, to be quite honest. So what I'm going to do here is just play a Obelisk right there. Try and threaten this tile. Normally, if I didn't have Nimbus in hand, I would just move forward, play Obelisk right here. Darkfire Sacrifice. This could be a Variax list, quite honestly. Variax would cost 6 mana, so it'll be interesting to see what he does. Vorpal Reaver is also a good one, so maybe I should have held on to that Blood of Air. I just didn't quite know what he was playing, so. We can get rid of it if we decide to tank the 6. Right? Because this is 3, Science First Wish. Can tank 6. I don't like the that guy right there. Whispers of the Sands. I think I will just tank the 6, unfortunately. Can't let that thing live, obviously. This does set up for a pretty big Deathfire Crescendo, which probably could just win him the game, or Soul Grimoire. Or Soul Grimoire, because that's some pretty fantastic spawns. We could just be dead, I'll be honest with you. But if I see big Abyssian, I don't really think Deathfire Crescendo. I mean, it wouldn't. It makes sense to run it in this kind of list, but I think Variax, and usually Variax doesn't run those types of cards, to be quite honest with you. But we'll see. He could do the smart thing and completely surround my Trigon Obelisk, which is smart. But let's see. If I had a Star's Fury, that would be fantastic. You do run 2, so we'll see. I'll probably get rid of the Whispers of the Sands. Actually, no, I'll keep it. I'll keep it. It actually can help us clear some of this stuff, to be quite honest. So, all right. We'll see what we can do. Lots of pinging going on. Let's get rid of the Trigon. I think the Nimbus is a little bit more value. We can play Portal Guardian and a Whispers of the Sands, right? That clears up a bunch of stuff. Or is it better to just develop the Nimbus? And then we could play Whispers of the Sands. Blood of Air is definitely not the play. I like Nimbus because if he whips this with Demonic Lore to the corner, then it's like not the greatest. So I think I will just stay where I am actually. Play a Nimbus here, call it a turn. We're in a little bit of a pickle, but I don't think we can do much about it. If he has a Demonic Lure, he could use it. I still get an Obelisk, like in this general vicinity. Fortunately, I lose all of my Obelisks this turn, which kind of sucks, but we'll see. Dialtus. I don't think this is a Lurking Fear list. I think it's just a mid-range Variax, so I gotta be careful. Star's Fury would be fantastic, quite honest. Star's Fury would be fantastic. I did think he had a pretty good opening of Cryptographer into Darkfire Sack's Vorpal. So maybe holding on that Blood of Air at the beginning was correct. I just thought he was a Swarm list, to be honest. But I guess I shouldn't assume. This is useless right now. Okay. I wanted to try and find a way to stop the Tombstone from happening, but I don't think I can. I could do Blood of Air, but I really do not see where that gets me. But I don't think I have another alternative. I mean, I could play another Nimbus, but this is threatening so much damage I have to get rid of it. I don't think there's a whole lot I can do. He can play Variax right now if he has another Darkfire Sack, which would be not entirely unreasonable. It'd be a pretty fortunate draw, but I don't think we can do much. Track, okay, so we just lose. Yeah, we're dead. Which I think is a bit unfortunate. I really couldn't have done much. The only answer I had was what's it called? Star's Fury, and I wasn't able to draw it. So a bit unfortunate. but I really didn't have an alternative. I mean, if I didn't replace the Blood of Air, we would have been in a fantastic position, or at least better than what we were in. But I think, you know, that was just my fault for replacing Blood of Air. But I was honestly expecting Swarm, so I was looking for Star's Fury instead, but I wasn't able to get it, so it feels bad, man. But I don't think I could have done anything better. This is, speaking of Star's Fury, we happen to find both, which is pretty, like, rip, I guess. I'm going to keep one, get rid of one of the Trigons. I really don't expect one of them to stick. So this is interesting, right? Portal Guardian versus Fireblaze. Right. Which should I keep? I'm going to keep the Blood of Air. Because he could also be running like Obelisk hacks. That's interesting. Okay. I could care less about this, to be quite honest with you, because Portal Guardian can answer it. I like everything in my hand, to be quite honest, so I'm just gonna throw it right in the middle. Call it a turn. And we're seeing nothing but Star's Fury this game because we weren't able to draw it last game, but I don't think we'll need it. I'll be honest, I don't think we'll need it. So I'll get rid of one of the, obviously, the Star's Fury. The Trigon's going to be fun. As long as we can stop him from ramping into another one. Into 5 mana, into Blood of Air or Sand Soul Reader, right? I like this positioning here. Takes the tile or the center away from him, right? So I like that. The question is, where will I place my Trigon? He doesn't really have much that he can play right now. Wild Tar. That's interesting. This isn't Wanderer. Okay. Let's get rid of this. I'd rather it hit me than the Portal Guardian. And I'm just going to block that off there. And call that a turn. He could have Astral Phasing, but that's not exactly the strongest turn. In my opinion, Astral Phasing plus Bloodbound spell, it's not really strong. Doesn't get rid of my Portal Guardian. This sets up for a pretty nice Star's Fury, which buffs this guy up. I was actually thinking about throwing in Astral Phasing in the mid-range list that I originally made with Duelyst and Kron, because those minions, along with Portal Guardian, would appreciate, you know, the increase in health as well as the flying, right? You know, you give this thing flying and it has Frenzy, right? Its attack's going to skyrocket, and its health is already absurd. So he might just do what our last opponent did, Chunky Papa. I think it was Chunky Papa. Just, you know, overwhelm this this Trigon Obelisk, which makes sense. So Bloodbound spell, I guess imagine he's trying to go for it right here, which he gets it, which sucks. But I think that's just okay. And he's also playing around Star's Fury, which sucks. Alright, so we have Blood of Air, which is kind of spicy. I don't think it does us very much, to be quite honest. This doesn't do us much, I'll be honest. I do like this, actually. So we're going to clear all that. I'm not going to... I mean, I could hit this. I mean, this dies anyways, right? So... Actually, no, I'm not going to hit, because this can come over here, swing around. I mean, I didn't think I should have hit with my general. Because this comes over here, it would have 8 attack, it would kill all of this for free. At least this way, he would have to trade in minions. Blood of Air is not the best play, in my opinion. It's actually a good play, I think about it. He gets a full board clear. So, also buffs him up to 1 attack, but that's his turn. So, this guy can't hit me. I mean, he can hit me, but he can't hit my Dervish. He can hit this guy for sure. At least I'll still have a Dervish standing. We'll see what he does. Okay. We have 3 spawns with Star's Fury, which gives us 6 damage, plus my own general is 8. Science First Wish we can clear, and that clears that, which I kind of like. I'm gonna get rid of the Star Rash's Curse. I don't think we need it. Elementor is interesting. I gotta get rid of the Portal Guardian now. Right? So, Star Sphere here. I'm gonna First Wish. Clear these guys. Unfortunately, we don't develop anything, but he's played 1 Blood of Air. And if I play like 1 minion, his Portal Guardian can get a lot of value, so it's better to clear right now, in my opinion. We got another Nimbus, which is good. Next turn we could do something like Fire Blaze and Falcius or Elementor, depending on the situation. But let's see. Play a Bloodbound spell. He can play a Nimbus of his own, which would be kind of bad. Let us see what he's got. Another Pax. I mean, like, I feel like I should run Thunderhorn now just because of this man. Like, Pax is good and all, but I think Thunderhorn is, even though it's been nerfed, I think it's a fantastic minion to play. This could be, I don't think it's Portal Guardian. You would have played it first. Fireplace Obelisk. Alright, okay. Sure, I guess. I think this is an easy Elementor turn. Question is where. If I move here, he can hit me for 6 damage, which I don't like, so I have to move here. Or here. Falcius is looking less useful. Trigon Obelisk. This thing sticks better. So I think this is the play. Plays around the Star's Fury as well, so it's a bad spawn, which is good, I guess, for me. Okay. Starting to develop a lot of crap, which is kind of scary. But we'll see. He could play something. He can easily play like another Blood of Air, another Sand Swirl. I don't think we're in a position to really make huge demands right now. We'll see what he does. Again, he can try and block off this space, which is a little bit unfortunate. But we'll see what he does. The Pax is interesting. I don't think I would run it. Just because Thunderhorn's in the game. To be honest, it's still a great card. I don't think there's any reason to eliminate it from decks that you've currently built already. I think it's just that solid. Another Portal Guardian, which is kind of scary. Okay. Another Wild Ta. So he's got all the Frenzy, which is kind of neat. Interesting that he's clearing my Allomancer. We get a Windstorm Obelisk, sure, I guess. It's the worst one we could have gotten, but... wait. He could have cleared this Obelisk, but just not. Alright, okay. What's the best way to approach things? The good thing is, I think we get rid of the Wild Tar. Its attack's a lot higher. Let's get rid of this first, see what we got. I'd rather play Nimbus next turn if I had the opportunity. We can get rid of the Wild Tar and the Portal Guardian, which I think is the play. The question is, do I develop a Portal Guardian of my own? Or a Fireblaze Obelisk? I want to say Portal Guardian, it's bigger. I can always drop the Fireblaze on another time. Actually, going to put the Portal Guardian right here. The Blood of Air. Clear this, come here, clear that, call it a turn. We're getting most of the things down. We're slowly clearing the board, but we're not quite there yet. Not quite there yet. I don't think we need the Dunecaster. That's a really bad spawn for him, but it's a good spawn for me. He's low on cards, I'm low on cards. I don't know if he's running Nimbus, I'll be honest, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That's all I can say. We're out of resources to deal with stuff. Obviously a Sandsfall Reader would be nice, third Blood of Air. But I think we need to start turning up our own heat. So we'll see. He's played 2 Portal Guardians, 2 Wild Tars. I don't think he's a very high curve. If you drop something like Spelljammer, that'd be pretty good for us. Because I can just, ignore it, hopefully. Just develop my own things. So it'll be interesting what he does. He could do Blood of Air himself, that's fine. First Wish, okay. Looking for stuff. Never a bad thing. What is that? Dunecaster. Okay, so he's developing. Fair enough. Playing around the second Star's Fury, which makes sense. Alright. Another Dunecaster, which it's kind of annoying, but oh well. My own Dunecaster can clear this guy right here, which I'm pretty happy to think about. I'm pretty content doing, so I'm going to actually do that. Let's clear this guy. It's really tempted to get rid of this. But it's going to combo so well. I don't think I could draw anything better thinking about it now. I'm just going to play Bloodbound spell. Just really start hitting him. Because we're really out of options. So is he. Sandstorm Reader's nice to pull. I don't really want to bounce this back because it has Rush and it's going to be 2 mana. But, and that gives him more options to replace and whatnot, I guess. So, I guess we really just got to start picking up the heat. I guess you could do something like Sandstorm Reader, Fireblaze, Bloodbound spell, hit with this. Maybe we can kill something. I don't know. Guess we'll see. He needs to answer both of these, that's for sure. I don't think he can deal with both, obviously. Another bad spawn from him, so it's good for us again. But it would force him to have, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He needed a 50-50 in order to hit something here, right? Don't know what that would be. Gust. Yikes. That's a lot of damage. It's 9 damage to us. I really don't see a reason to bounce this back. We can probably just kill it. Okay. 3rd Wild Tar. That's something we're bouncing back for sure. Alright. Can we kill him? I'm not quite sure. Can we kill him? How much attack can we get this guy up to? I think we're short. Like, if I hit here... and play 3 things, that makes his attack 9. Plus another... I think we have lethal. I just don't... I think we have it. I think we have it. I just need to be careful on how I order this. I think that's lethal. Not quite sure. I think I counted correctly. Yeah, it is. Whew. Oh my god, that was close. Sometimes you gotta always, like, if we waited another turn, we could have died to a number of things, so we had to go for it there. So, oh my gosh, that was insane. Look for one more. Whew. That was a heck of a game. I didn't really see myself coming out of that one. Because we were pretty much behind most of the game. We were trading with our face pretty liberally, and it, you know, put us pretty low and vulnerable. But I guess it worked out in the end, right? So nice. Okay, Eternal Seraph. Okay, I thought it would be something else, but anyways, we can do double 2-drop. Falcius is good. Rashas is nice for Titan lists. This could be a tempo list, of which they run, what's it called? Arclight Regalia. Large minions they have a hard time dealing with, so I'm actually content with this hand. So, Silverguard could be helpful against, not Silverguard. Falcius can be helpful against Silverguard on top of an Obelisk that happens to stick. Aethermaster. Is this really... Wait, what is this? I'm so confused. Is this a... is this a... Arcanist Arcanist. I'm gonna get rid of Rushes, honestly. This could be a mistake. Is this an Arcanist Argeon list? Or this, what's it called? A Theobule list with replaces? I think it's a replace list. It could be both. It could be like Arcanist with Theobule. I don't know. Oh boy, that implies to me White Widow. Moving all the way into the corner like that. I think White Widow. I have no idea. Ghost Knight. That's a White Widow if I ever saw one. I haven't seen this kind of deck in a long time, I'll be honest. That's a... Nah, that can't even be a White Widow. White Widow's 4 mana. What am I saying? Okay. He's setting up for one, for sure. Okay. I really don't know what to say, quite honest. Faustius is useless here. Portal Guardian. I like Portal Guardian. I think it's better than playing a Trigon, honestly. So play Portal. No, I can't do that. Or is it just better to play... I'd rather get rid of one of the Allomancers. Not Allomancers, Aether Masters. Just pretty much take away tiles away from him. And really just start hitting him. His deck revolves around just replaces and White Widow and Theobule. Theobule's I think 5 mana. So I think he's looking for his White Widow, and rightfully so. But we can try and lock him down, which is why I like this play rather than just playing a Trigon, right? He can't clear this. He can't move into this position to avoid this Portal Guardian. There's the White Widow, so he can get 2 replaces in. Snipe 2 things, hits me. I actually like him hitting me, so please go for it. Losing that kind of sucks, but oh well. At least he cannot move into this position. So that's fine. He loses his White Widow, actually. He forgot about the Lava Storm Obelisk. I would like to say he will concede once this thing dies. I do it all the time. I always forget about Lava Storm. So, yeah, let's see if he concedes. We got good amount of attack. This is good. This is vulnerable to this spell. Yeah. Let's see if he concedes. I don't think he will. I could care less about Holy Immolation, right? Let's get 2 damage in while we can. And we lost a, was it 4 out of 3? Oh, excuse me, 4 out of 7 on this spawn here, able to hit him, which kind of sucks. Let's get rid of one of the Allomancers. And I like playing the Trigon Obelisk right here. Plays around Holy Immolation a little bit as well. Let's play our Bloodbound spell. Get this guy up to 5 attack. Let's put him down to 6. Call that a turn. If we can draw a Blood of Air, that probably means we're going to win the game. Kill him next turn. That or Santual Reader. But we'll see. Placing this here means the odds he would have to run him down this way, which means my Portal Guardian's right here. War Exorcist. White Widow with War, a replace deck with War Exorcist. That's interesting. I honestly think Arcanist would be better, but whatever, I guess. We can kill it and kill him, so yeah, we've easy lethal here. And yeah, so what? Did I get all the attacks in? Alright, concedes. I guess I wasn't able to attack him in time. But anyways, nice. Winning. Fun stuff. Sure. Slowly trying to get back up to where we were. Yeah. So yeah. Fun deck. I actually do want to throw in a Star King Scarab. Starfire Scarab? Scarab King Scarab. I forget. I don't know. It's a Scarab that shoots out a lot of smaller things. So I would like to throw in 2 of those into this list, but I can't really find room. I guess it's going to be either that or Nimbus. I guess Nimbus is something that demands Dispel. Whereas you can deal with Star King Scarab with damage. But usually put it at a range. So I guess I can tweak this deck a little bit more. Some things I am considering on top of the Starfire Scarab or Star King Scarab would be Spelljammer for draw, Primus Fist, Azure Herald as well, if I could find room for it. But we'll see. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll do Vitruvian. No, I already did Vitruvian. Obviously, Abyssian and Vannar. I guess that's what I was trying to say. They both begin with a V. Next, so we'll see how that goes. So yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye, guys.